a question that I got to ask, because I see a lot of similarities when you talk about Dwyane Wade and you talk about yourself, you talk about Anthony Edwards, and all you guys play for Tom Crean. So is there a connection there? Was Crean selling that D-Wade to y'all? That's what I'm asking. Was D-Wade selling that D-Wade juice? Was Crean selling that D-Wade milkshake? What was he doing? Was it that, like, yo,
no,
this is what I can do if you fall in line?
I mean, it's hard not to. And with a player like D, it's hard not to use that juice, all the juice he got. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
So, and plus, he was my favorite player growing up. So it was just like, it was a no-brainer for me. And a crazy story, and he'll tell you about the stories when I met him just randomly because I got invited to the White House for a Father's Day dinner. Didn't have no idea who was going to be there, didn't know what was going to happen. And this right before I was trying to figure out if I should commit to Tom Crean or just kind of just stay open and see what happens. And I remember I just showed up and the lady was like, button up your top shirt. You might see D Wade. I said,
Damn.
What are you talking about? Man, I walked in there and it was D Wade and Antoine Randall sitting at the table in my section. Mind you, they could have put me at any other table. They put me at D's table. Antoine Randall actually played football at IU.
At IU.
They knew what they were doing.
He played quarterback at IU, then went to the league and returned into a receiver. He was all right with it, too, at Pittsburgh.
He was nice.
Yeah, and then I remember I asked D, I said, man, so this is my first time ever meeting him. I'm like, so what do you think of Tom Crean as a coach? He said his exact words, he made me the man I am today. I committed the next day. So it is important because, you know, once one person can do it, I truly believe anybody can. So he set the tone. He set the path for me and AE and guys our stature, guys our size, to really believe that we could be amongst the best players in the world. So I think that's really important. A lot of credit to D, a lot of credit to TC. I think Anthony Edwards has an amazing future ahead of him, like an amazing one, and I'm really, really rooting for him for sure.
Yeah,
he's good. He's a dog.
He won.
He's a dog now.
Hands down.
Yeah.
He
can go now.
He might be close
got
to
a
being the
chance.
best player in the league. He got a chance to be the best player in the league this year.
He got a real chance.
So getting drafted in Orlando, what was that team like at that? Like, talk to me.
But no, hold on. Before we even get to that, I just want to tell you one thing. Before we get there, I want to tell you one thing. You might ain't know D-Wade was going to be there, but Tom Crean probably told D-Wade your ass was going to be there.
Yeah, exactly right.
Make sure you tell him I ain't made you the man you are.
Smart. Oh man, that's
So tell me about Orlando, man.
What you want to know about
Man, just, expectations, being the second pick.
Yeah.
All the stuff
Be
that comes
honest,
into
man.
it.
Okay,
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
honest.
for sure. I just,
You can talk it all.
Yeah,
we got a plan.
I mean,
Be honest.
to be honest, going in there wasn't what I expected. I just, growing up, you watch the NBA from a fan's perspective. They don't necessarily give it to you from a player's perspective.
They can't.
Right? So
that's what we have these podcasts for.
Yeah.
So when I went into the gates of being the number 2 pick, I thought I was gonna get number 2 pick type of treatment and love, and well, it was drastically different than that. It was like, no, you have to play behind this person. No, you're a rookie, you can't say nothing. No, we're not pushing you to be Rookie of the Year. That's not how we do things. We're a little nervous from Dwight. Dwight came in here and, are we not giving our players too much love because they're just going up and leave us? And it was just like nothing I could control. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, I guess I just got to kind of go and just play. And luckily for me, I had great teammates, great mentors. We had such a great young team, like Elfrid Payton, me, Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, Nick Vucevic, Tobias Harris. Like, our young core was pretty good. We had a chance, and we were playing pretty good too. But it's tough when you got 4 coaches in 3 years, and it's a new system every year. And it's tough when you tell them like, look, I think we should get a coach that's going to hold us accountable, and we young, so we need to get turned up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we need that as a young. You want that as a And, no disrespect, you hire Scott Skiles, who just not really known for it. Like, oh, I'm going to, he's just straight and narrow. Like, oh, this is what we're doing. That's it. And it would just kind of tell, it was kind of a culture shock for all of us. You know what I mean? But It is what it is. I think they doing great now.
Oh, they figured it out.
They figured it out
They
for
figured
sure
it out.
now.
They
You
figured
know
it
what I
out.
mean?
They figured it out.
It would have been nice for them to do that while I was there, but you know, it is what it is. God has a different path and a different story for me, so I'm embracing it.
No, they definitely figured out. I think what they're doing now with the young core and the coach that's relatable to those guys in
Exactly.
that locker room, and you know he's a leader of men, and they definitely hear his message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could tell by the way they play basketball. I
Yeah.
watched the other day, and I think Caldwell Pope made a comment that this is the first team that he was on that everybody wants to guard. Because we all know we have a team where you got a few that want to guard their own shadow. So he said this is the first team.
Why you looking at me?
Oh, you can see through these shades? You can see me looking at you through these shades? Damn. Just saying. We got a couple more that don't want to guard nobody.
See how you do me,
But
dog.
KYP said, this Caldwell Pope said this is the first team that he played on where everybody wanted to guard.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Now I look at that team, and you remember when we used to play that team.
Yeah.
You run 7 pick and rolls trying to get a matchup that you want to attack.
Yeah.
And you don't want to attack none of them.
Exactly.
You don't want to attack. All of them got length. All of them got athleticism. All of them got heart. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they figured it out. They were f***ing up with your crew, but they figured it out. They got it right.
Yeah.
They got
We
it
had
right.
some good times.
No,
though,
the names you named.
Yeah.
We had some good
Vucevic,
teams too.
Aaron
yeah.
Gordon, yourself. You know, Alpha
we
Payton,
out
who
here.
you know he's been around, but I always thought he was
We had
talented.
some
You
some
know what I'm saying?
OGs come through there too. Luke Rittenauer.
Wow, Luke Rittenauer.
Luke Rittenauer was in there.
that
Brandon
name.
Jennings. We Big Baby Davis. We had some guys
Remember
come through
that
there.
name. Wow, Big Baby. Okay.